Oh, mighty, mighty hair mane from heaven. I've had long hair for way too long. I was 4 years old when I had long hair, and I remember, too many times, I was complimented, or my parents were complimented. Oh, what a pretty little girl you have. Oh man, that made me fiery mad, especially when I got a little older, and didn't really realize that that wasn't an insult, but it made me pretty upset. Speaking of identity crisis, do you have any identity crisis or crises? Are there things that are causing you to really second guess or wonder, who am I? Am I a singer? Am I a waitress at a restaurant? Am I a physician, a doctor, a nurse, a librarian? How many careers are there? Oh, heck, what if you don't have a career? Doesn't matter what your label is. What really matters is that you really absorb and you own your own identity. For many years of my life, I would speak of myself as a guitar player, and I was very, very, very adamant about being the world's greatest guitar player. I knew I was going to be a great guitar player. Even though I didn't have anything to prove it, I just decided that I'm going to be. And music was never something that was totally within my DNA, you would say. I seen these Mozarts and people that seem to have been born with the gift, that I later learned that Mozart was actually trained, that his father trained, at least the story says, his father trained him to be a musician way before Mozart was able to do the things that he was able to do. So, everything that you do, you got to spend the time and energy to do it, but you're not going to really do very well in practicing to be good at anything unless you really have a desire. And it all starts with a desire. If you have no desire and somebody else is cracking the whip and saying, hey, we want you to be really good at this, and you don't want to be, or maybe you kind of want to be, that's kind of a recipe for disaster. I've never really seen anybody get really, really good at something. I mean, you could be skilled at certain things that you just spend enough hours and time to be good at it. But let's be honest. If you want to sing, if you want to be a musician, you want to be an entertainer, or maybe you just want to be able to do this part-time, you have to have a desire to do it and to do it well. And I'll be the first one to tell you that you don't have to be a really incredible singer. I mean, there's Lou Reed. I mean, he's got to have, a Grammy? He was at the Grammy Awards, and one of the gals that I actually trained, she sang during the Grammys with Lou Reed, and the song was, what was it? And the Colored Girls sang, do-ba-doo, do-do-ba-doo, do-ba-doo, do-do-ba-doo-doo. She was one of the girls singing that, and he's not an incredibly gifted singer in the respects of being able to do fancy vocal arpeggio runs or anything fancy. But by golly, people love that guy, and that's really all that matters. He, I think, really loves his music, loves the songs that he sings and performs, and probably loves the people. I don't know. I never met him. But you have to love what you're doing. You have to love practicing. You have to love singing, and especially learn to love your voice. And you might not have a voice that you love, but if you keep on telling yourself that I love my voice, and the more you use your voice, pronouncing those words, I love how I sound, it's going to actually happen. You start to actually form a voice that you love. Isn't that beautiful? It's true. You might not do anything right, technically right, but you might be able to make your voice into something that you love. And here's the best part. When you love your voice, oh boy, that's when I love your voice. That's when everybody hears it and says, boy, he loves his voice, or she loves her voice. So really learn to love your voice and manipulate it. Work through some of the exercises I share. Work through other people's exercises. I don't care if you go to 100 different voice coaches. Great. That means you really love doing what you're doing. And I'm just here to encourage you and teach you the best that I can with whatever I know. So love, love, love your voice and live into that voice that you love. All right. Take care.